They had to teach him how to be a Nazarite as well.
That's kind of where I'm going with this.
How you raise your kids.
So I'm just making this once again an open-ended statement where you need to start looking at the fact that if John the Baptizer was actually from his mother's womb a Nazarite, how'd that work out?
His dad was a priest. He had to know all about the Nazarite vow.
Sure.
Sure he did. Sure he did.
It worked out well because Yeshua himself said there's been no greater prophet than John.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. We're going to move on. I'm kind of going through this because once again, these are things I didn't look at the first time. I read over them. If any of you like me, you read over it, but you didn't really look at it. You didn't even ask a question when you went to it. That was me. Okay. The Aaronic benediction. Aaronic benediction. It's at the very end of chapter 6. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speaking unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise, ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. And they shall put thy name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. You know, Israel's left out in the Catholic Church in Ozona every time they say this. I'm just telling you. All right. Dedication offering. Chapter 7.
So what do they say? We'll give thee peace and I will bless them? They just leave that?
Chapter 7. There's a lot of things going on here, right? We know first off that there's the altar is being dedicated. We know that there's a lot of silver, there's a lot of gold, and there's a lot of animals sacrificed. A lot of animals sacrificed.
So you gotta wonder, that, okay, they're still out in the wilderness, and they're bringing all these offerings in. They had food.
About all the wagons and oxen that were given.
6. 6 wagons and 12 oxen.
Is that all? 6, yeah,
Yeah.
6 and 12?
To help move the.
Right. Right, it was for the service of the temple. For simple service of the tabernacle. Sorry. Get that wrong.
Have been used together as firewood to many other things other than just carry.
Oh, sure, absolutely. It wasn't just for the moving of the instruments and but you got to think about it.
Not supposed to put the ark on it.
Yeah, you can't put the ark on it. That's for sure. And there again, that kind of makes you wonder if everything else is getting carried. Those Kohathites kind of go, that looks a lot easier. Well, a few years down the line, obviously, but
They had to have plenty of wagons to carry all that cedar wood that they built the temple out of.
that was all brought to them.
On ships, yeah. Ships from Tarshish.
That's right.
You've got to carry a lot of that silver.
All right. That was heavy silver too. A lot of silver.
Look what the Queen of Sheba brought to Solomon.
Okay, so I make all this, the dedication of the offering, dedication offering. When we look at it, how many princes bring offerings? 12. Each one is a prince, is a prince of the tribe of Israel.
But it's interesting, Joseph's not mentioned, but it's probably in the next one.
That's right. Well, and why?
There's Joseph got the double portion.
Okay, but it's also for another reason. Who else isn't mentioned?
And Levi's not there.
Levi. Levi's not mentioned. Why? Because he didn't need to bring an offering. He was the one receiving the offering. Right. And that's why it was Ephraim and Manasseh that were both mentioned. Okay, so anyway. All right, very last thing I'm going to mention here is that when we go to the candlestick, that's how it's headed or titled in mine, it's 789. And when Moses was gone into the tabernacle of the congregation to speak with him, then he heard the voice of one speaking unto him from off the mercy seat that was upon the ark of testimony, and between the two cherubim, and he spake unto him. All right, who's the voice of God?
Holy Spirit?
Yeshua.
Where are you reading?
This is 789.
Holy
The
Spirit.
very last verse of this portion.
Holy Spirit's the finger.
Holy Spirit's finger of God. The voice of God is Yeshua. We know that through him everything was created. Why? Because God spoke it and it existed. He was the catalyst. So guys, I appreciate y'all's time today. I am done, but we're not done for the day.